Hi, everyone. Good morning to all. Thank you for joining us today for RBC's first webinar of October. Today's webinar is called Starting Your First Business in Canada and How RBC Can Help You. Joining me today is Alicia Mohammed. Hi, Alicia.
Hi. Hello. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. And Claire is also joining us, and they're both at the Newcomer Center in Brampton, and Claire will be telling us a little bit more about the center as well.
Thank you, Sonia. Hi, everyone. This is Claire. I'm a digital banking advisor, and I'm here at RBC Newcomer Meeting Place. And we opened January 2018, and it's really a place for newcomers. And we're here to help you to understand more about banking and beyond banking as well. We partner a lot with organizations in our community, just like ACCESS Employment. And that's how we're able to assist our newcomers with their settlement by connecting you with different community organizations, giving you the information, guiding you. And because we are also newcomers ourselves, myself, Sheila, and Neelam, three of us in this newcomer meeting place. So we know the questions you may have in your mind or the journey that you're going through. If you're here in Canada already or you're just coming, we are here to help you. So let us know, and definitely you can connect with us through social media. We are very much active in LinkedIn. Look for us, Sheila Armena, Neelam Advani, Claire Andres, that's me. So I'll turn you over to Alicia, my colleague right now, and we're really excited for all you guys. I hope you come and see us, and we'll definitely try to help you the best that we can.
Thank you very much, Claire. I appreciate that. So my name is Alicia Mohammed. I am currently a business account manager at RBC, specializing in healthcare. Just like Claire and a lot of us here at the Newcomer Center, I also came to Canada as an international student. I came back in 2006, went to York University, went through study permit. RBC was actually the first company that hired me when I was done my master's at York as well. And I've been with them ever since. So RBC, again, is a fantastic organization to work for. And I have also been in different roles as well. So started off doing in-store banker role. From there, I moved into branch networks and did banking advisor roles, financial advisor. And currently, I am now the business account manager overseeing my Brampton region here in Canada. So that's just a little bit about myself. As you can tell from my picture, I'm very much involved with RBC, and I love RBC. I represent them wherever I go. So clearly at our event, I had to tattoo RBC all over my hands. So we'll get more into the presentation. So moving on to our next slide. I know I am here today specifically to talk to you guys about starting a business in Canada. Just so briefly as well, a little bit about RBC. We are, as you can tell, one of the largest banks currently in Canada with over 80,000 employees. We're also the 13th largest bank in the world, operating currently in 38 countries, and have over 16 million plus of clients that we see globally. In all different fields as well. So with RBC, again, being such a large organization, there's wealth management, there's commercial, there's the investment side, there's the branch network, there's the advice centers, and there's also remote access in terms of our technology and staff. So that's just a little bit about us and what it is that we do here in Canada and across the world. I'm just going to move on as well to our next slide for you guys. So we do serve clients, as you can tell, in over 200 languages, and 33% of our workforce right now are visible minorities. There is obviously a focus on leadership development. So you can tell even from some of our pictures posted, we are a very diverse group of individuals here at RBC. We love partnering specifically with our newcomers and immigrants that are coming into Canada. RBC, again, is really big on helping our newcomers settle in. And because of that as well, the network that we've established here within our business and within our branches is pretty extensive. So as you can tell, even from some of the information that you're seeing right now, 95% of our employees are proud to be part of RBC. We definitely love working here. So that's just a little bit about us in terms of the community and how we help. In terms of starting our business, starting your first business in Canada, I've actually attached as well for you guys a link that will take you to our RBC public website. This is something that you guys can save, so you have it handy to keep with you moving forward. It literally tells you everything that you would need to know in terms of starting a business in Canada. We would definitely walk you through all these steps, and that's part of what I will be doing with you guys today. So there are definitely key areas that we want to look at. So as we move on again to our next slide, key players involved. So when it comes to starting a business, and this should be anywhere, in any country that you go to, there are 5 main key players that you will see involved in starting a business. It's going to be obviously yourself as an individual. You're going to be dealing with the government as well. You would definitely need to have an accountant on hand, a lawyer, and then you have the bank. So all these 5 players do play a role in terms of integrating yourself and starting a business in any country that you're in. We'll get more into this as we move into the next slide. So there are 5 main steps we want to talk on right now in terms of starting a business in Canada. And on this slide, it's going to be, we're going to spend actually a few minutes specifically on this area. So 5 steps to starting a business. 1, it's to check to see if the business is feasible. 2, it will be finding the capital to invest. 3, we're going to be looking at legal matters. 4, it's in terms of setting yourself up and creating that business plan that you would need to move forward. And then 5, we're going to look specifically on cash management for you guys. So give me 1 quick minute. Sonia, a quick question. I can't see my notes.
You won't be able to because they would be in your presentation.
Okay, guys, give me 1 quick minute. Sorry guys, just grabbing my notes really quickly. Okay guys, my apologies on that. So we're back up and we should be good to go. So in terms of 5 steps to starting a business, number 1, check to see if the business is feasible. So coming up with an idea for a business is obviously fantastic, but the question one has to ask is, will it work, right? Have you done research to determine if there is in fact a market for the product that you're looking to sell? How successful is the industry that you're looking at to start your business, and how successful has that industry been, right? You want to look as well in terms of how competitive is the market, and then what are you going to do to market yourself differently from that of the competition. So these are specific questions that you definitely want to look at in terms of any business that you're looking to start, whether it be in Canada or even internationally. You want to make sure that that market that you're stepping into is good. Is it saturated? Are you going to have to do things differently in order to make it work? And then as a business owner, how exactly are you going to stand out again from your competition, right? So these are definitely key areas and key factors that you want to look at before starting any type of business. And a lot of that is in fact done from market research. So thank God for Google, where we can go online and we can definitely look up different industries that we're in, and even with the specific locations that you're looking at to see how saturated the market is in that particular area. Example again, with Canada and even at RBC, for clients, we have demographics that clients can look at for any business that they're looking at in terms of a location. So it will tell a prospective business owner, one that's looking into that field, that specific location I'm looking at, how saturated is that market? How many restaurants are in that area in terms of what I would like to do? If it's a franchise that I'm looking to open, how many franchises are also in that area? Is it already a saturated field, or do I need to look outside? So these are definitely some of the questions that you want to look at with any type of business that you're looking to go into. Ensure that it is in fact a feasible business, one that's viable, and one that still has potential to earn you profits. Because at the end of the day, the whole point and fact of any person looking to move into business and start a business is for profitability. You want to grow, you have a passion to, and with an entrepreneurial mindset, that's your goal in life. So any business that you're looking at, this is definitely an area you want to look towards. For number 2, finding the capital to invest. Investing into any business is going to be key to its success. You always want to ensure for any new venture you're looking to start that you have enough cash available to invest. Typically in Canada, a client would need to have between 20 to 30% as a down payment for any business that they're looking to start. So cash can come from many different sources, obviously. Example, it can be from personal savings, it can be from inheritance, it could also be from equity that's built up from property ownership, perhaps. So it's always key to have capital for any business that you're looking to get into. Here in the business world, we call it what's an owner's skin in the game, if you must. And that basically means is how much is that person willing to put in terms of risk, even into a business, to see that it can be successful. So capital again is it has a strong correlation as well to your cash flow. And if you don't have enough capital to invest into your business, then it's not going to be as successful as you need it to be. It's always important to know that even when starting a business, there are risks involved. And with those risks, you need to ensure that you have money to fall back on if anything should come up. So finding capital again is important. Within Canada, there are companies such as Business Development Canada, BDC, it stands for, where they can also assist with clients that are in need or looking for capital as well to invest or inject into a business. Sometimes even having as little as 10% as a down payment can also help. That's why RBC and a lot of us as banking institutions are here to assist in that respect. So even with just 10% down, we're still able to finance and help make business owners' dreams become reality. In terms of our legal matters, legalities, once a client has decided on a name for their business, they will need to ensure that the business is registered. So again, here in Canada, this can be done through Service Ontario. For clients looking simply to open a sole proprietorship, they can also complete their registration through ONA. So ONA is actually a non-RBC branded standalone online service that provides sole proprietorships in Ontario a simple, convenient, and low-cost solution to register their business. ONA again is an app that's available for our RBC clients as well as new clients to RBC in terms of registering their business at really low cost. Now, keep in mind this is specifically for sole proprietorships. When it comes to legalities as well, there's going to be different things to look at. So again, how are you going to structure your business? Are you looking to just be a sole proprietor at this point? Are you looking to open it as a partnership where you have more than one person that's going to be partnering with you to open your business? Or are you going to incorporate? And depending on what type of structure you're also looking at, there's also going to be different levels of taxation that's involved. So in terms of your legal matters, and this is where your lawyer comes in as well as your accountant comes in quite handy in terms of knowing the laws and the tax policies within Canada to help you set that business up properly from the start. And obviously, anyone can go through with you the differences as well in terms of operating it as a sole proprietor versus operating as a partnership versus incorporating right away. So other legalities as well that you want to look out for is registering your business. So in Canada, again, we have something called GST and HST taxes that are owed to the government. Depending on the industry that you're looking to open your business in, there may also be additional licenses or regulations to comply with. So again, every industry is different. And this is again where lawyers and accountants are going to come in handy in that there may be certain licenses that are required. So for example, clients that are looking to open pharmacies and pharmacists in particular have to go through different types of licensing and different types of regulations here in Canada. A naturopathic doctor is also similar in that respect. There's also certain types of licenses that you would have to acquire. If you're looking to open a franchise such as Subway or Tim Hortons or even KFC, again, those are all different types of licensing that's also required through franchising as well that you would need to look at. So every business and the industry that you're looking to move into is going to be different. And again, that's where your key players come into effect, because they're here to guide you in terms of making that decision for yourself. Now, creating a business plan is perhaps one of the most important areas for any person that's looking to open a business. And the reason we say this is that it is a key and crucial element to obtaining financing from any lending institution here in Canada. So a business plan will normally tell your advisor specifically just how much research you as a client has done into the business you are starting, along with the likely outcomes of its success. So for any new business in Canada, financing is based solely on projected revenues and forecasted profits for that new entity. It is always recommended to have this done by a professional accountant, as they are always well versed in these areas. Again, creating a business plan is exactly like kind of having a story and a resume of what you've done. And with this new business that you're looking to create or start, how are you going to make this work, right? So in terms of your profitability, your marketing, your strategies, your networks, and so forth, it's all going to be shown to us in that business plan. How are you going to differentiate yourself from your competition? What are you going to do again differently in terms of advertising and marketing? What type of social networks are you going to be a part of in order to market your business effectively within the country that you're looking at? So these are the key things that we look for in a business plan. Specifically and more so, again, with a business plan, it does show what your projections would look like. So based on, again, the industry that you're looking to move into, what are your projected revenues? Normally, it's over a 2 to 3 year time span that a business plan would have for a potential owner of a business. So all of the financing, again, for any lending institution, we will look specifically and solely at the numbers. So projected revenues, what your expenses are, what the bottom line is at the end of the day, and then what your net profits are working out to be, right? So any bank that's looking to finance a new business wants to know that it is going to be, in fact, successful. And your projections that normally your accountant would help you work through would show this. The projections as well that an accountant would do for any business owner would be based again on the industry. So there is market research that's done. There is normally median averages that we know depending on if it's a food industry, if it's healthcare that you're looking at, if it's in a trucking industry, if it's an industry for services. We know an average market value in terms of what revenues would look like. And your accountant that you're working with as well tends to help put these numbers on paper to help us at the bank finance exactly what it is that you're looking for. So main thing for any client when it comes to banking and opening that business is in fact having a business plan. I do have, just being on my desk as well, I do have sometimes a lot of clients that tries to look at doing a business plan themselves. And unfortunately, it doesn't normally work out for them, because a lot of times when they try to do it themselves, what they can do and what they can see versus what a professional accountant can do for them is definitely totally different. So I always encourage new clients and ones that are definitely looking to open your business and have it be successful, please ensure that it's done by a professional accountant. Our last category in terms of starting a business, again, is in cash management. So your cash management is going to look at basically your inflows and your outflows within the business. And cash management is definitely, again, a key and important area to the success specifically of your business. If a client is not able to manage their cash flows properly, it does create disruptions within your business pretty early on in the game. At RBC, and on the link from our first slide, it actually allows a client to use different tools available to them. So there is something called the cash flow management tool. There's even a loan calculator payment tool and so forth that can actually help a client as they're going through and establishing their business, look at your timelines of when things are going to get paid, your expenses of when things are coming out, as well as when money is expected to come in. Now, again, depending on the type of business you're in a retail type of environment, cash is something that's acquired right away at the purchase of that specific product. So there's always an exchange. The customer walks into your store, they pick a product up, or it's food they're purchasing, and you get paid right away. In other types of industries, specifically sometimes in consulting and services, it does not necessarily always work that way. So sometimes you provide a service, but you're not getting paid until weeks later or a month from that date and so forth. So if you are not able to manage that cash flow properly within the business, it's going to create problems for you. In terms of how the banks help with cash flows for new businesses, is we provide what's called operating lines. And the operating lines is just like a credit line that you would have available to you. And it's really meant to supplement that cash flow. So the timing of when your money is coming in and out of a business is always different. And to ensure that you're also set up for success as a client, your lending institutions here will offer what's called a credit line. But cash management as well on the whole is definitely an area that there must be a lot of focus on. And you want to ensure that with your payments of receivables that are coming into the business, that you have enough to pay the bills that are also going to be coming out at the end of the day, right? So as we move on, just briefly to our next slide, these are some of the tools and resources that we have available here at RBC. So fantastic. And number one for us, for any client that's looking to open a business in Canada, there is Scott's Directories. So Scott's Directories, again, is a website that's available to any client to look at specifically the industry or business that they're looking to move into. And Scott's Directories has a lot of information in terms of demographics, the area that you're looking to move into, how saturated the market is. It helps a lot with clients as well that are looking to start a business in terms of market research. So anything that you're looking to move into, you wanna find out again within Canada, a franchise that you're looking to move into, the healthcare space that you're looking to move into, restaurants that you're looking at, retail, construction, whatever it is, Scott's Directories is pretty vast in terms of the information that they provide to clients, and it really is a useful tool and resource that we have available to anyone that's looking to start a business. Owner, we discussed briefly on as well. So Owner, again, is somewhat like having a virtual lawyer online, where you can go and register your business if you're looking to operate as a sole proprietor online at a much lower cost than perhaps doing it through Service Ontario and so forth. That's also a service that RBC, again, we partner specifically with Owner, and it's a service that we offer to a lot of our business clients that are looking to incorporate or set up their business. Service Ontario, again, is a fantastic link to keep handy. So again, you're looking to start your business in Canada. They are going to be key, again, for you in terms of getting things done, your registration, everything that's involved there. Service Ontario is going to be a key player for you in terms of getting things set up. Most times before you come to the bank to set your business up and open your accounts, you would first go to Service Ontario to get all the registration done. Once you have everything registered, it's at that point you visit any of your branches, and then we help facilitate that process of getting the account and the business name and everything opened for you. Wave Accounting as well. It's a fantastic app that we have available to all of our business clients. It is, again, like a virtual accountant that's available online to our clients. So what it does for most of our clients is when they've started their business with Wave Accounting, and it's something that's available through our banking portals, they're able to go in and see invoices. They're able to go in and see their expenses for the month. It can show, again, help them with areas of cash flow and cash flow management. And it will even forecast for a client their anticipated net profits for the end of the year. So Wave Accounting, it's pretty new. We've just had it perhaps, I believe, for a few months now here. And it's a fantastic app that we have available to clients to use as well, in terms of looking at the business and getting, again, that virtual type of accountant online to go through and help you separate your invoices, your expenses, what your sales are like for the last month. And it will even do projections, even on a graph format for you of month to month, how your business has been performing. And if there are areas to look at where your business was down, why was that? And can even help you make better decisions for yourself in terms of advertising or marketing, or even look at different strategies that you would need to put in place to ensure that your revenues are always at a certain level. Again, RBC, small business. So the first link that we presented on the slide to you guys is also available online. If you look publicly on our site, all of this information that I discussed with you guys are available for you to go through. With RBC Small Business, our tools and resources, again, are also available on our website. It goes through in depth, step by step, those 5 steps to starting a business that I briefly touched on with you guys today. It goes really in depth in terms of tools that are available. So as mentioned, we have our cash flow tool, we have loan payment calculators, we have even how to create a business plan, how to set that up, what it looks like, how to manage your cash within your business. There's a lot of different information that's available on our website to help clients. We want to ensure at the end of the day that any client that we're looking at, and any person that's looking to open a business, that we've given you all the information necessary and needed for you to be successful here in Canada. At the end of the day, we always want to ensure, and that's our goal too, is that we want you guys to be successful when you're looking to open a business. So the information that we have available publicly on our website is pretty extensive. And I do encourage you guys to look more at that in detail and in depth. To our next slide, I actually posted for you guys just the different links available for you. So the first one, again, is the link available for Scott's Directory here in Canada, and can tell you about any business that you're looking to start or any industry that you're looking to move into. Number 2, it's our startup template. So I actually put that in there for you guys to show you, with a startup business, creating a business plan and so forth, different things that you need to look at. Number 3, I know some of you guys may have questions around, when you are looking to open a business in Canada, are there grants available, and does the government provide that? So to a degree, yes, governments do provide grants to brand new clients that are looking to open their business for the first time. Institutions as well also provide grants. Normally, it's also available sometimes on our public website. This link specifically will tell you more about grants or subsidies available for specific types of industries within Canada as well. And if that's something of interest to you, or you may in fact need a grant or a subsidy of some sort, definitely keep this link handy. It will provide you more information in terms of how that's done here in Canada and what you can look at. The last one is in fact the link that I shared on our first page as well, which is basically starting your business here in Canada and the different steps that you would want to look at and how to walk through the different scenarios as well. So again, fantastic link with lots of information available to you guys in terms of getting things set up. And it will walk you through step by step. Again, when you come to Canada, you're looking to open, what does that look like and how do you go about it? And even in the order that you do it as well, it will provide that information to you. So definitely keep these tools and resources handy. I think that's it for our slides. So I will turn it back to Sonia. I know if anything, you guys may have questions that you want to ask at this point. So Sonia?
Thank you, Alicia. That was, again, very helpful, I'm sure. We are getting a lot of questions. And then again, everyone, like Alicia said, if you want more information about RBC, you can check out their websites, and you will be provided all the links in the follow-up email that you will get tomorrow of the recording. Thank you all for your participation. We are going to head on to our Q&A session now. So type in your questions into the questions tab. I'll give you a few moments. But to get started, Alicia, I have a question from Kuram, and he wants to know if there's any material to conduct a comparison on what is a suitable business in today's market.
What is a suitable business in today's market? Can he get more specific in terms of the question for me?
Sure. Karam, can you please type in more specifics as to what you're looking for and where you're planning to open the business? So maybe
I could provide more insights at that point, yeah.
Thank you. Well, next question is from Neha, and she wants to know, can she start a business with an open work permit? And she does not have a PR or citizenship in Canada.
Starting a business with an open work permit, I believe it can be done. Specifically, you would definitely want to connect with a lawyer in particular, because they would be able to provide a little bit more information to you in terms of the legalities involved in trying to do that. It may be where there may be higher fees involved as well, because you're just on an open work permit at this point. And in terms of the category that you would fall into, you would just be at that point an investor as opposed to permanent resident or Canadian citizen just looking to establish themselves here in Canada. So you're a lawyer specifically, because of the legalities involved, would definitely be the best person to ask that question to.
Thank you. Another question we have is, it's pretty general, but let's see what you have to say about this. What is the minimum amount of investment needed to start a business?
So it really just depends again on how much the business that you're looking to start is going to cost. So for example, if it's a business that's going to be costing you 200,000, minimum amount required is going to be at least 10%. So you're going to be looking at 20,000 Canadian to invest into that. Again, if it is businesses that require a larger amount, in terms of financing, so you're looking at something that's 4 or even 500,000, then you're going to be obviously, again, with a minimum amount of 10% on that, you're looking at 40 to 50,000 to invest.
All right, thank you. Now, so Kuram reinstated his question, and he's saying he's planning to open a business in Mississauga region, Ontario, and he's thinking of the F&B market.
FND.
F&B.
Okay. F&E.
Food.
Sorry. Yes. Okay. Food. So funny enough, I actually live in Mississauga as well. So specifically when it comes to food, Coram, I would not say that that market is ever saturated. Food is something I think that's always successful, and the wonderful thing about Canada and the country that we live in right now is that because of the diversity that we have in terms of different cultures and backgrounds, I find when a lot of immigrants come and they're looking to open a restaurant, sometimes even just based on their cultural background, and they want to serve food in that area, or they're looking at a franchise, it's always really successful. Mississauga specifically is a very huge market in terms of population. So in terms of setting up a business within food as well, I don't foresee or think that you would have any problems in doing so.
Thank you. All right. So Yuka has a question. Any recommendations or materials for creating a business plan? She's saying there's tons of templates on website,
On
but
the
she's
Google,
looking
yeah.
for more food business specific. I guess everyone's into food now.
Funny enough, I think when I came to Canada at 1.2, if I could have done maybe food as well, I would have, because with my background, I'm from Trinidad, and everybody loves Caribbean food here in Canada too.
Mhm.
But I live here by myself, so it's tough to start a business when you're just kind of on your own too. But again, I love working for RBC, so that's another story in itself. When it comes to business plans, again, Scott's directories are pretty good. Again, for those things, business plan in regards to specifically food. There are a lot of templates. It's not that there is one like specific one that works the best. It really is based a lot of times just on the accountant that you're working with. A lot of the accountants here in Canada, again, are well versed when it comes to these specific types of industries. So when they look at getting the business plan done, they will also do it on a level that that's needed for the banks, because they work with a lot of the institutions as well. A lot of my partners are accountants, so depending on what it is they're looking for and the industry that we're looking at. So again, with food, I can't tell you that there's one specific fantastic template to use for you. For the most part, if you just stick to the key things that we discussed within a business plan, again, it's kind of like your resume and just showing how you will make this work and what you're going to do differently within that business. That's what we look for, as well as the projections. That's the main and key important area for us as a bank of again, lending and financing a client for their new business.
Thank you. Juliet has a question, wants to know about taxation for sole proprietorship. How does it work, especially for businesses based at home?
Businesses based at home, it's the thing about if you're operating under sole proprietorship in Canada is most times if you're starting a business for the first time, or you're pretty new to it, your revenues most times in your first 1, 2, even 3 years mightn't be as much. And again, it all depends on the type of business that you're looking to do. So sometimes operating under sole proprietorship is still good, because your income that you're claiming, or your accountant is going to claim for you, is not much as yet that you need to then incorporate and look at that type of structure. The whole reason a client looks at incorporating at some point and moving outside of a sole proprietorship is when your revenue streams get really large. Once your revenue streams start getting really large and you have to claim income now, and your income is over 100,000 and so forth in Canada, then you definitely want to look at perhaps incorporating, because your tax brackets are going to be different in terms of when you operate again under sole proprietorship versus if you have incorporated your business. Under an incorporation, you can pay yourself as an owner through salary, through dividends, and through different means. You can even keep money again and just keep everything within the business. When you're under sole proprietorship, at some point, again, with revenues getting large and to very big numbers, you're going to have to take a lot out of your proprietorship to pay yourself. And if you're paying yourself large amounts, then your tax bracket in Canada is going to be a lot.
Thank you so much. Nadal has a question. Does RBC help develop the business, or like, is there any organization that would help develop the business with the person?
Well, for us as advisors and as relationship managers with our clients within RBC, we do work with our clients. In terms of developing your business, I mean, part of our goal when we anchor clients to our desk is we're always doing reviews with them. So as a business client, we come out to see you every 3 months, every 6 months, every year. We're always in contact with you every quarter because we want to make sure that if there's any changes that are taking place in your business, that we're aware of that. So within my field and within my scope, as a business account manager, we see ourselves with our clients as simply connectors. And the reason we see ourselves as connectors is that as an owner of a business, you are literally always working, most times 24/7. I come from a very business oriented family back in Trinidad, and it's the same way. You're always on the go, you're always running, you don't have time to do a lot of things. So, as a relationship manager within RBC for our business clients, anything that they need, they come to me for. Whether it's relating specifically to the finances of the business, whether it's something personally that they need, so they need a mortgage, they need investments, they need wealth planning done or retirement planning, they need a new signage for their business. Anything that they need, we'll put them in contact with. So that's our purpose as relationship managers and as business account managers at RBC with our clients. In that respect, we do help you develop the business in that way. We also do a lot of advice events for our clients. So we're always bringing in a lot of our external partners. So for example, my accountants that I work with, my lawyers, leasing agents, real estate agents that help out with brokerages as well in terms of finding locations and stuff for clients. We work externally with a number of different people and partners. So when it comes to educating our clients in terms of their business, creating a marketing plan or advertising and how this can benefit you as a client, we do help in that respect in terms of developing your business from that perspective. At the end of the day, as I said, we want to ensure that all of our clients are successful with their business. So we do play a big role in terms of working with you side by side to ensure that your business is successful and it is growing.
Thank you, Alicia. That answers everyone's questions. Everyone, thank you for joining us today. And again, if you think of any other questions later on, you are more than welcome to email us at onlineservices@accessemployment.ca, and we can forward your requests to RBC. Alicia, before I move forward with my slides, do you have anything else to say before we move forward?
No, just thank you again, guys, for your time. It's very much appreciated. I hope I was able to provide you with information in regards to setting yourself up here in Canada and starting your business. Feel free as well. I am on LinkedIn under Alicia Mohammed. If you guys have additional questions or you ever want to reach out, feel free to message me that way or even via email, and I can respond to you further if there's anything additional that you would need answered.
Alicia, I'd like to thank you again on behalf of ACCES and all our viewers watching. And Alicia will actually be coming back this month to do another webinar with us. So we look forward to seeing you again, Alicia.
Thank you, Sonia, and thank you to ACCES Employment as well. Fantastic partnership, and we love working with you guys.
Thank you. Everyone, I hope you have a great day or evening ahead. Alicia, we'll see you later.
Thank you. Bye, guys.